the largest military force on the planet, backed by an annual budget close to $900 billion. A titan known as the United States, controlling the globe with its massive carrier strike groups, hypersonic concepts, and fifth-generation stealth fighters. But on the other side stands a nation that, under decades of the harshest global sanctions, has completely rewritten the rules of warfare: Iran. This is not just a clash of two technologies. It is a violent friction between two completely different philosophies of destruction. In a full-scale conflict, will the Iron Titan prevail, or will the Phantom of the Middle East consume the Leviathan? Welcome to Who Wins.
To understand this conflict, we must look up. The United States military operates under the doctrine of absolute air supremacy. Waves of B-2 Spirit bombers, F-22 Raptors, and F-35 Lightnings are designed to blind, deafen, and obliterate an enemy's radar network within the first hours of war. It is a high-tech storm of precision-guided munitions. But Iran knows it cannot match America jet for jet. Instead, Tehran has turned its skies into an asymmetric nightmare. Iran relies on one of the densest, most layered air defense networks in the region, featuring homegrown systems like the Bavar 373 and Cordad 15, designed specifically to track stealth signatures. Concurrently, Iran deploys a doctrine of sheer mass. Swarms of low-cost, low-altitude suicide drones like the Shahed series. They do not fly to dogfight. They fly to saturate, overwhelm, and deplete the multi-million-dollar interceptor missiles of American Aegis systems.
Move the battlefield to the water, and the calculation changes drastically. The Persian Gulf, and specifically the Strait of Hormuz, is a geopolitical choke point. For the U.S. Navy, an aircraft carrier is a floating fortress, carrying immense geopolitical weight. But inside the narrow, shallow waters of the Gulf, that massive size becomes a vulnerability. Iran's naval strategy does not involve matching the U.S. battleship for battleship. It is built on swarming tactics. Hundreds of heavily armed, ultra-fast speedboats operating in decentralized wolf packs, designed to attack a single target from 360 degrees simultaneously. Combined with thousands of smart sea mines, hidden anti-ship cruise missile batteries embedded deep within the rugged, rocky Iranian coastline, and subsurface midget submarines, the Gulf becomes a lethal kill zone where brute technological force faces the chaos of geography. Beyond the visible smoke of missiles and jets lies the invisible front: cyber warfare and proxy networks. America possesses the world's most advanced offensive cyber command, capable of crippling infrastructure, shutting down power grids, and disrupting command networks with lines of code. Yet, Iran has developed a highly resilient, deeply insulated cyber defense unit, coupled with an aggressive counterattack capability that has previously breached commercial and governmental systems worldwide. More importantly, Iran commands the axis of resistance, a highly coordinated, ideologically bound network of proxy forces stretching across Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. In a hot war, America wouldn't just be fighting a country. It would be fighting a synchronized, multi-front guerrilla network capable of striking U.S. bases and allies across the entire Middle East simultaneously. So, if the unthinkable happens and the gears of war lock into motion, who wins? If the conflict takes place in an open global theater where America can utilize its total logistical weight, economic endurance, and unhindered long-range strategic bombers,
The US military machine is mathematically unstoppable. It can project power like no other empire in history. However, if the war is fought on Iranian soil and within the confines of the Persian Gulf, the definition of winning changes. Iran does not need to destroy the US military to win. It only needs to make the price of American victory too bloody, too economically catastrophic, and too politically costly for Washington to sustain. In the narrow waters and rugged mountains of the Middle East, the phantom of asymmetric warfare can paralyze the Leviathan. What do you think? In a war of attrition, does technology beat sheer defiance? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more deep strategic clashes.